All right, hello there everyone. How are we doing today? So I have not looked at the paid mods. I will be looking at them momentarily. But I just want to kind of talk about some things very briefly. Hello there, Dong. Hello, everybody. So I just want to clarify here that this is going to be talking about specific drama and stuff that has kind of went on in the Starfield community and with my community. So if you don't really care much for that, then the best thing to probably do will be to mute the stream until you see me move from this area. But yeah, I just want to kind of address it anyway, so let's just jump into it. I'm not going to be naming any names. Well, I'm going to try not to, because I've been told don't give them oxygen to breathe, which is fair. I will say I've been watching the game. It'd be kind of crazy if Argentina got knocked out. But yeah, anyway, so let me just address things. So, so basically, some stuff happened regarding. As if you're familiar with the channel in my community, you probably heard me kind of mention things in the past. And then a video was made. Directed at me, which. Don't worry about the left. Video was made, directed at me. I did make a video on it. I just kind of ranted a bit in my stream, which was fair, and then we kind of moved past it. However, it has come to my attention that a creator has made a second video, not directly on me this time, which is pretty hilarious, but it was kind of at me. So I just kind of want to go over some things and kind of like this is going to be the last. The reason I'm also doing this in stream is rather than not doing it over making a video is because can't be arsed giving them like proper attention. But I feel like if you're in the know, you're in the know. So yeah, so obviously I'm not gonna be naming people. I have like written down the tidbits and stuff because if I go off, you know how passionate I can be, I can go off track. So I'm not gonna be naming people basically, right? Because I don't want to give them anything. But I'm gonna kind of mention specifically like some of the things that were said in this. So there was a lot that was said that was very much kind of, you know, regarding other stuff and all this, but there was some stuff that it was very clear it was like directed towards me. And I feel like there's certain things I need to kind of mention because, well, you've kind of given, this creator has kind of given themselves, they've put the rope around their neck. And I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna prevent the opportunity from letting them hang themselves. So yeah, so basically, I still stand by everything I said regarding a specific community that I've had issues with from like pretty much early on in my YouTube career regarding Starfield. And everything I said in the past, be it either like off-the-cuff remarks or genuine ranty comments, I stand by all of them. And I also stand by the fact that I did nothing wrong. Which, I mean, it's ironic because I'm not going to say, like, yeah, guys, I definitely am in the right. But anyway, so a couple of things that they mentioned in a kind of the video, and I kind of find hilarious. So this creator, who is part of a big community, that claims to never be involved in any of the stuff that has happened. It just so happens that their members have been causing me grief. They basically went on, it is a he, I suppose. I'm probably giving away it, but yeah. They went on to say that, like, anytime there's been drama in their community, they have, like, dealt with it and they have, like, demoted and or banned members. However, that's not the case because a specific person in their community that essentially runs the Discord, a person that made a mod mocking my death, that I had to go to Bethesda to specifically ask them to delete, which they had no problem doing so. That person basically runs their Discord. That's also the same person that came into they used to watch my content, and they came into my own Discord. And on 2 occasions, they made very kind of argumentative kind of responses to how we deal with stuff. In 2 instances, one instance was we were trying to clamp down on people posting pictures of inappropriate mods. I know that any modding community, you're going to get degenerates that like to post nudies and all that stuff, and we don't want that in our community. We don't want any of that shit. This only sexy thing we like to see is ships. But this person, while not directly involved with it, when I tried to make a statement about it, they came at me and tried to argue with me, and just very weird. And then on a kind of a second instance where I tried to kind of make it very clear that people need to kind of act a specific way in our Discord, like we try to keep it as civil as possible. Again, this mod author just was a kind of thorn in my side. This author was also kind of feeding information. So I find that that thing is quite hilarious to me. Like saying that in one vein, oh, we deal with all of these bad people. You don't, because they're still in your Discord. The irony of that, and they run your Discord. And also, we'll talk about this in a minute more, but there's also people that have links to that person that I had kind of been somewhat friends with, that I have kind of cut ties with, because I expect more. I understand that, like, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of verified creators, there's a lot of verified creators in that community and stuff, and I get that, and I'm not looking at, you know, not looking at everyone, but there's certain creators that have very close ties and are aware of what's going on and have close ties to the person, and I don't think it's a good look, me kind of being friendly with people who talk to the guy that made the death mod of me. Just give me 1 second. I'm just kind of looking over. Like, you would generally assume, you know, that you would have... You know, like, if you were in a community that claims to have, like, a big... And they have made constant brags. Even in their most recent video, they kind of humble bragged about how they have so many verified creators in their community. And remember, verified creators work directly with Bethesda, and I did speak to Bethesda after with this, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, you would think that verified creators wouldn't want anything to do with a Discord where one of the, basically the founding members of the Discord is made a video to mock me by having a dead character mocking me, simply because I choose to make videos that I would like to believe are honest. You know, it's a bad vibe. Now, hopefully, obviously, there's a lot of creators there. Hopefully, a lot of these creators see the light of day and move on. And but currently, like I said, there's a lot of creators, or there's some creators that are tied to it. And you should know who you are. I've had a few people kind of reach out to me that have been like, yo, Crimson, why don't you ever engage with me? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're best buds with the guy who mocks me. Like, come on now. But yeah, so obviously I've basically chosen, like, to step away from stuff like this, because I think there's, you know, like, look, you can dislike people, you know, that's perfectly fine. You don't like my content, that's perfectly fine. I realize, yeah, no, I know there's no standard guilty. There's definitely no standard. And, like, I get it. You don't like my content. That's fine. I can be a bit boisterous. I can be a bit flamboyant. I can be a bit outburstish. That's valid. However, like, the one thing I will say is, like, from the very beginning, I've always tried to be very fair with people. Like, even, like, when I kind of, like, you know, kind of tear down the likes of ProbeTech and Gothos and Young Neil, like, I try to, like, there's a boundary I try not to cross, and sometimes I may cross it a little bit, but I would never get to any point like that. Like, I don't believe in anything like that. And even when, you know, even when people have wronged me, I try to kind of see the good in them, which is probably detrimental to kind of, you know. But yeah, so regarding that, I won't be communicating with any creators that are deep in the community currently, like, be that people who are like, and when I say, like, see, I was gonna say, like, people that are tied to the person who made the death threats, but I think there's more to that. Like, I've had a few instances of people, you know, tied to that community wanting me to review their mods, and then they wonder why I don't. Now, there's a lot of creators in there that I am a big fan of. and I appreciate them and I like their content, but going forward, anyone that has any kind of big advertisement or effort to kind of highlight the fact that they're in said Discord, like if they basically put, you know, like, oh, you know, couldn't do this without the help of these people, I won't be ever reviewing their mods. Like, there's a list of people I have to sit back down because Starfield gets a bit antsy. So, like, I've probably, like, realistically, there's probably over a dozen people now that I won't be covering their mods. And I mean, I know that not everyone is going to watch this, but I do hope it gets circulated because there's a lot of mod authors that are kind of like, you know, Prophet said, they're kind of, you know, in this community, but they're not, you know. And if it does get to a point where, like, they start to kind of push in heavily, then I'm not going to be, like, I'll take the cut. If it comes to the fact that I'm only reviewing, like, fucking, there's only 4 or 5 mod authors I can review, I'll fucking take it. You know, I'll take it. You know, like, I'm not going to, I care about the Starfield community, and I have spoken to Bethesda on this. I had a really nice conversation with one of the higher ups in Bethesda about this. And obviously they're going to try and see what they do, but, like, ultimately with stuff like that, and I kind of understand it, you know, like, at the end of the day, these verified creators make money for Bethesda, and it's been clear that Bethesda can't even do anything regarding, like, making the verified creation program better with the review system, so I don't expect them to get involved. However, they have suggested that I should basically cut ties completely with that community and just, like, move on. And to be honest with you, there is a part of me that would absolutely love nothing more than doing a Louis Theroux style docu-series outing them, because I have so much screenshots, pictures, so much stuff, right? But the reality of it is one, that's not good for the community as a whole. I want Starfield's community to prosper. Specifically, we're in a time like this where Starfield could be kind of going down the shitter regarding the Xbox cutoffs, which there's irony in that, because if Starfield's going down the fucking shitter, who's gonna fucking who's gonna hype up your mods, my guys? It's fucking me. Like, there's probably other creators out there, which is fair enough, but, like, again, it's just the irony of the situation. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, but clearly they did more than biting. They tried to do inappropriate things with it and then claim nothing. The other thing I kind of want to touch on that's, like, I find quite hilarious is this person said that they don't get involved in drama, right? Which I could respect that necessarily. However, in the same vein, they talked about how they have inside information, people in my community feeding them stuff. To which, first of all, I say, well, that's very hypocritical of you, because if you don't do drama and somebody comes to you and be like, yo, I've got info about this person, do you want to hear it? You'd be like, no, thank you, I don't want to hear it. Instead, you kind of bragged about it. Also, I kind of was aware of that to begin with. That was, I think, what spiked it initially with that initial mod author that made the death threat. They jumped into my community and my streams. And it was very clear that they were just, they did it, to be fair, they did a very poor job of being an informant, because an informant's supposed to sit in the back and pretend to act all casual, not throw themselves, like, in every single fight when it involves myself. But I just find that hilarious, and unlike them, obviously I never want to start drama, but I've spent a lot of time playing Halo and doing kind of game battles with, like, you know, MLG sort of stuff, and I know, like, online, there's a lot of virgins online, you know what I mean? We've all been there. Maybe not all of you guys. A lot of you guys probably older than myself. But I have no problem kind of jumping into a bit of drama. But yeah, I just find it quite hypocritical and very two-faced of them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to mention them anymore. I'm not going to do anything. I mean, who knows? They might get triggered that I haven't done a video, given them more, you know, views and attention. So they might, maybe down the line, I don't know. But for the moment, I'm just done. And I'm definitely, like, there's not a, well, in the future, maybe if they try and pull some other bullshit, I might be forced to speak. At the same time, I stand by my decision that I won't be touching those mod authors. And if you are in that community...
No drama? Didn't they attack Anoxham out of nowhere?
I can neither confirm or deny that, Brendan, but, what's that, Gary? You're agreeing with him? All right, Gary's saying there's credibility to that statement. I'm personally not. But yeah, I would say if you're in that community and you care about Starfield, and even if you don't care about Starfield, right? If you don't have ties to that community and you like making the money and you would like to stay on Crimson's good side, which that's not hard to do. Like, look at Probe Tech. I review him on the daily and he makes dog shit fucking mods, but he doesn't harass me. Also, it helps. I would suggest start working on getting your way out of there, because there, like I said, there's a lot of creators there, and there's names have been mentioned of creators, and like I'll be like, you know, like I'm going to be cautious of it because I don't want to be used and I don't want to be made an idiot out. Like, I'm not going to review a mod and then realize, oh, this dude's like high up in this community that mocks me and mocks my friends and makes like sexual derogatory remarks to my friends and stuff, and that's just me. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, see, if you did stuff, Murdy, maybe I would. But yeah, no, but yeah, so like, it's just, I suppose, it's not like I'm not trying to threaten anyone regarding that, but I can't be arsed, you know? Like, and I would like to think there's a lot of mod authors out there in the community. How much money have I made you reviewing your content? You know what I mean? How much, like, how many views have, you know, I pushed to you because I truly believe in your mods? So, you know, maybe repay the favor, not just for me, but also for your own personal health and for the benefit of Starfield, and just be done with them. Let them wallow in self-pity. Anyway, now that that's done, let's go check out what fucking mods we're playing today. LeBron, did you really think that there was, like, that I would go to the effort of editing in Egypt 2 fucking... Oh, are we serious? There's going to be about 60 minutes of extra time in that game, by the way. It's going to be bullshit, but if Argentina got knocked out, I'd be like, holy fucking shit. Hello there, Mark. Welcome back. Also, hello, everybody. I was trying not to engage with anybody because I didn't want to kind of, like, bias myself. Guilty, who did you put money on this time? No, there's no, and I'm getting very pissed off. Like, it really bothers me. Like, do I have to really, like, use my contact to Bethesda to try and strong arm them to fucking press the button? So obviously I haven't looked at the mods yet, and I feel people are saying there's no mods this week. And I will say that I spent 15 quid. I bought Fallout London. We're going to be streaming that tomorrow through the entire weekend. But yeah, let's see what was there any updates, anything. All right, we will actually be checking out this mod. I want to play more of this. Why was you had to make cuts? Unfortunately, I've lost my job as a moderator. Fuck off, Moda. You don't get fucking paid to begin with. I can't afford to pay you. Fucking Probe Tech would need to be putting out mods on the daily for me to make that sort of bank. Let me see. I just want to see what, because there probably was mods updated, right? There has to be. I'm assuming part of it is to do with, obviously, the fact that Bethesda lost some people. Like, I want to briefly kind of touch on it. I probably shouldn't, but, like, I feel like I need to. You know, like, I need to talk on it, and obviously I'm not. Just let me do creations. Guilty or Mona, if you guys are there, can you send me a link? Actually, Guilty sent me a link to the things of the people. Because I just want to look at, I just want to, like, obviously we're not going to name and shame people because that would be extremely rude. I'm not doing that. However, like, we want to look at kind of the specific, Mo Salah. Right, so we're gonna check what has been recently updated on PlayStation. Okay, fuck all. Somebody made a mod that renamed a Model G to G-Spot. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there literally has been nothing. The goal wasn't a fucking cheating bastards. Cheating fucking bastards. Cheating bastards. Fucking cheating fucking bastards. Absolutely cheating bastards. If you're from Argentina, I apologize. I can't talk. I didn't get very far. Or we didn't get very far. Right, so we're gonna... What's a G-spot? So what regarding... Right, so... Looking over the list of people, sorry, thank you for pointing that out. Looking over the list of people, one of the things that kind of shocked me a little bit, I have to scroll back to see, because Guilty did send me the information. Oh, I gotta scroll back. That's me basically slagging off Guilty because I won on a bet and she didn't. I put a bet on Belgium to win and Guilty was like, they're not going to win, but fair enough. And they won. By Jesus, they won. I'm sorry to my American friends and viewers, but come on, Belgium. Anyway, sorry, no politics. Fuck's sake, where is it? I'm trying to fucking find it. When did you send it to me, Guilty? Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. Okay, so just looking at like the people, and like to be like credit to like the thing is with like America and stuff, I do feel like that genuinely America has some like good players and stuff, but the problem is, and this is something I had to accept myself as an Irish person, right? I love my team. I am patriotic of my team. After the two games in which like Troy Parrott basically it's basically a mod that makes it so that water is more better procedural generated. It's fucking awesome. We're going to be checking it out on stream in a second. But, like, the thing is like, once Ireland won those two games, I mean, after we fucking beat Portugal, I was like, we're going the whole fucking way only to be beat by Czechia, the cheating cunts. Again, if you're from Czech Republic, I apologize. But I think it's just, like, because the thing is, like, football's not very big in America, or as they would call it, soccer. So I can understand, you know, I don't think that the stuff with FIFA overturning the red card, that didn't help. That completely didn't help. I mean, but I get it, Mark. I fully believed Ireland was going to fucking do it. And part of me wants Norway to fucking full send it with that massive Viking fucker. But anyway, what was I going to say? So... apparently, also, I was Googling, is it Belgium's goalie? Apparently, Belgium's goalie is the best goalie in the world, according to stuff I heard. Which is crazy. Although, that fucking goalie for Norway. Anyway, so, the layoffs and stuff, it's very hard to figure out who's who. Because, obviously, when it comes to like... Bethesda, right? You've got ZeniMax, which handle ESO, and then you've got like I was gonna say you got an American. I was just reading what you said, Paul. And then you've got like people at Bethesda that are specifically Fallout 76. So like Fallout 76. Oh, to be honest with you, Hakeem, I kind of was like, from what I gathered, I was like, okay, this could be problematic, because like, to be honest with you, I didn't know much about America. I was like, oh, like because I watched the game with sorry, Timmy. I watched the game against Bosnia, and I was rooting for Bosnia because the Bosnians deserve a win and stuff. And then like, would America be? I was like, okay, America, fair enough. And then like the fact that they returned.
Declan Rice is Irish, but turned tail soon as he found his granny was from Liverpool. It's nothing like the old days, where it was the other way round.
Why did the text to speech say Liverpool like an actual Scouser? But yeah, thank you. Thank you exactly for that, Flashy. Thank you. So yeah, so basically there was a lot of cuts to ZeniMax, and there was a lot of there was some Fallout 76 cuts. Like they got rid of their senior monetization designer. Now I don't know what that specifically entails, because like if you've been with me while we've watched the various game showcases, the two games Bethesda love to hype up is Elder Scrolls Online, which is a phenomenal game, and Fallout 76. So the fact that they're doing that, who knows? Maybe they're going to tackle the dog shit paid store and make it more accessible, or maybe not. But there's a lot of like Bethesda Game Studio people that have left, a lot of QA people, which is a bit scary. Now again, I don't know what that means specifically. I spoke a little bit to people at Bethesda and stuff, and obviously we know the QA that handles the creation mods are quite low. I don't think there's that many. Oh, they hired them from is that you making a joke about EA, or is there truth to that? I mean, you look at 76, phenomenal game, but my god, that store is something else entirely. But yeah, so we'll enable this, and so yeah, so basically it seems like I think, and I'll make an educated guess here, I think Starfield's fine. I think that the paid mod system might be under a bit of problem because we don't...
Cap, Declan Rice was born in London, England emoji.
Alright, guilty for someone that won like over $1,000. Hey, come on, Egypt! From someone that won over $1,000 betting, I think you drop more than $199, you cheat. No, I'm joking. Thank you, guilty. Thank you, Brendan. To be honest with you, I don't think so. Like, I don't think it's gonna get anything fucking magical going, right? But there's money to be made in the paid modding scene, right? There's money to be made there, right? And I think that the QA stuff is a bit shaky because we don't know if those people, because with any game, they will have QA that will test the game itself. You know, when they're building a game, they'll be doing QA testing. Now, realistically, seeing a lot of these kind of people being let go, it does make me wonder, like, is this just another kind of thing where it's like, okay, we don't need all these QA people since we're not doing a whole lot, which again, you need QA, Bethesda, for fuck's sake. But yeah, like I said, last time I checked, supposedly there's something in the works for Starfield, right? Now, I don't know if that's still happening, but realistically, regarding what Asha said, and there is truth to that. We have been saying let them cook. I'm guessing that, like, because she made the statement about, like, they're not getting rid of anything that's in the works and stuff, and there's going to be money going to the Bethesda team that are making Fallout and they're making Elder Scrolls because they want them games to come out quicker. I don't blame them. However, I think that more than likely they're going to get what they're doing done. I would 100% also think that, Prof. I would assume that. But yeah, like, I feel like hopefully we'll know. I'll tell you something on the down low, guys. If you see creators, I don't know what other creators got, like, the initial kind of creation credit sponsorship. Potentially, if you see another wave of sponsorships coming, then Starfield is not completely dead, or at least the paid modding scene, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I do think they need to, I mean, there's a lot of stuff they need to do. Change the season to have less time, change the price in the App Store, and change. Yeah, fuck that guy then, completely. That's some scumbaggery. Going to be one of... I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, you think prior to, like, the Starfield kind of fiasco, and to an extent prior to the, you know, like, Bethesda was a big name. Obviously, a lot of people didn't realize... Yeah, like the 14 levels of, and that's understandable, Paul, because like I mentioned in the video, like that's why Halo got shat on, because there was so much issues, Like, you can't have that many levels of fucking people. It just doesn't work. You need to give them creativity. Like, Bethesda was doing best when, like, each one of their staff was able to kind of do their own thing, you know? Oh, it is. For a sequel, it's crazy. It needs to be quicker. And I'm not saying it needs to kind of be pumped out year on year like the way COD used to do it. Anyone that, like, thinks that, Rory, I think, is very moronic. Because, but obviously there's certain things that are going to happen, right? Like, it's like when Bethesda originally joined Xbox, it was cuts. And part of the reason was because Bethesda had positions filled that Microsoft already have. So there's no point having two sets of them. Now, at no point, I'm not here to mock or laugh about any of this stuff. It sucks that people losing the job. It really does. And, like, I'm hopeful that, like, all of these people land on their feet. You know, and they get jobs elsewhere. And to be honest with you, there is a part of me that just, like, looking at the gaming industry from the perspective of if you're in the kind of a big corporation, maybe it's better being a smaller dev or part of a smaller team. Like, look at all the top games that came out over the last year or two. Like, they've all been, like, small studios, indie studios. But, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Oh, we found our first lake. Rogue could add more ship parts. I mean, some indie games can be made, Bob, but I think there's a difference, like, because, like, while there's definitely some indie games, I think there's also some games, like, look at Jump Space. Like, I think Jump Space, or is it Jump Ship? I always get the name wrong. Jump Ship, really fucking good. We don't know that huge ass, and I'm gonna say for the moment, I don't think it's dead. I think look at that water. Damn. But the, yeah, there's a few, I'm trying to think of, like, what are some other, like, obviously you've got that one game that everyone said was, like, the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know if, like, you're making a joke about, like, let's completely tarnish the land, but this is nice. There's some fucking really nice locations, right? Is this a hill region? 2 employees of Bethesda. Now there will be a lot of stuff that's like there will be a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out regarding, like, all the stuff, and we have to take everything with a grain of salt. I will say I am happy because apparently one of the things obviously is they're focusing on Halo. Yeah, to be honest with you, Lee, that would have been better, and again, I said it in my video, like, obviously it sucks that, like, say, for instance, Undead Labs and stuff are kind of, you know, being let go. But it's also, like, very nice that they've given them the opportunity. Here's your special. Thank you very much, Alaska. Why didn't it speak? Why didn't it speak? What the fuck? Here is your special needs mods review fund. Oh, that's probably why it didn't. Okay, never mind. Thank you, Alaska. Appreciate that. Huge. But yeah, like, I think it's cool that that they've decided that they're gonna kind of let them companies kind of become indies, and that's kind of what it used to be. Oh, I have heard some stuff regarding that, LeBron. I have definitely heard some stuff about Bethesda being a little bit too comfortable. I mean, realistically, right? Like, if we look at this game, right, from a completely non-bias, right, and just compare it to other IPs that have come out. This game has been out for what, 3 years now, I think? And we got one initial update, and then radio silence for 1.5 years, and then another update, and then some bug fixes. That's not normal. That is not normal, and that is not acceptable. And not to mention this, I hope they are fine, because I really like them. I think they're a good company. I think Dying Light. I think that State of Decay is a phenomenal fucking game. And I mean, that is the reality of it, because, like, if you look at the stats, like, yeah, Starfield made more money than any of the previous titles, right? But do you want that? Like, there's probably some devs out there like, yeah, we made our money, let's move on. I wouldn't want that. I would want the fans to keep playing. I would want to keep adding to the games, but then that's because I'm passionate about the game and I want the game to succeed. You know, like, I think that also the Fallout 76 stuff... Bethesda. It didn't help that they used to be Bethesda Game Studio and then Bethesda Softworks, then they kind of, you know... Like... Oh, there. Hello, Deadly. In the trailer. State of K, Lee. And that's the thing, Southeast. You are correct. Like, I think that obviously money talks, and you make money off of games, but you can make money and still be passionate about the game and want it to succeed. Like, not to mention, look at Fallout 4. Like, Fallout 4 has been butchered. That is a game that took a while for people to kind of come around with, but eventually, you know, with some mods and stuff, not as much mods needed as with Fallout. I do agree with what you're saying, Deadly, by the way. But, like, they finally kind of got to a point where it's like, yeah, very nice. And then they're like, let's fucking break it. Let's absolutely break it. It's like, what do you mean, fucking break it? I don't think there's going to be any Nightcore. They're taking their time and they're being very, you know. But yeah, like, they need to really go back on the drawing board. Like, they still need to, like... How are you still a fan? You got 3 to 4 women. I'm just built different, Paul. I'm built different, you know? They say don't surround yourself with yes men. I surround myself with no women that like to abuse me. Not in a weird way. Not in a weird way. I appreciate that, Deadly. I appreciate that. We've come far, and hopefully we can go further. Either by them, you know, maybe realizing that with some slight tweaks they can make Starfield better, or even if I have to shoehorn myself, because I've set my like, I'm gonna fucking die on this hill of sorting out paid mods. And like, if Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 has it, I will fucking review them. And I will be the same person. Now, that might be more dangerous. I'm worried about Elder Scrolls 6. I could genuinely get fucking letter bombed. And I would rather not. I might have to, like, live in the woods and, like, upload from, like a random, like, public Wi-Fi thing so that they don't fucking, you know, them Skyrim fans or something else entirely. Oh, well, that's how I think it should be, Gently. Like, I love the game, and I think it's great, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's an amazing game. I think that it has a lot of issues, and I think the Bethesda have shot themselves in both kneecaps, and now they're, like, rechambering the fucking revolver, even though I don't know what revolver only shoots 2. But yeah, like, they need, and I don't know, like, I don't know what the CEO of Microsoft is going to do, or Xbox. Regarding Bethesda, I would hope that she gets the old wooden stick out and starts slapping it down on desks. I don't know if you ever did that, but when I went to school, I joined the year where they stopped beating children with canes, magical time. But on occasion, the headmaster would show us, like, how he used to do it, and I'm like, what the fuck? But, like, I do feel like that if they want to actually regain some sort of traction and brand kind of loyalty, fix Fallout 4. Yeah, we know 76 is a dog shit, piece of shit situation. Fallout 4 fans didn't deserve that at all. You like, you know, how dare you? How dare you? And specifically PlayStation Fallout 4 players. You broke their game in for what? The only fucking mods they can download or pay for are fucking cash grabs and bullshit. Hey, Skyrim's a great game. Great game. The modding community are some awesome people, also some fucking degenerates. Yeah, they're also, that's another thing, fix Oblivion. Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to, like, actually fix. Well, that's it too, Deadly. I mean, look, we talked about it briefly. Oh, fuck's sake, how much time is left? Like, the thing is, right, is I feel like if Bethesda had more of a hold on the whole paid modding situation, right? We don't know what hold it is, but arguably, Crimson wouldn't be as large because he wouldn't be, well, I mean, I'd still be large because I'd be a fat ass. But, like, there wouldn't be videos of me raging about how dog shit it is. But there also probably Crimson wouldn't have to worry about his friends getting harassed. Hello there, Rick. Nothing really new. We're checking a mod, though, that adds water. I was supposed to fast travel instead of talking out my arse. Like, a lot of things they could have done to, you know, like... 76 is a great fucking game. It's just... I feel like the way they've kind of gone with the seasons and stuff is kind of crazy. I don't know, like, to be honest with you, I would usually be, like, defend Todd as well, but, like, look at how he came across in that interview. like talking about like partner with Nvidia, the guys that made gaming so fucking expensive with their bullshit AI and stuff. And like, I mean, the filter is still the most deplorable thing I've ever seen. You know, like I just the rant was at the very start. We've kind of dealt with it. We're now moving on. Cause that was media. Yeah, it has been. Like, and that's the thing is like, it could be Brandon. I think realistically we're going to be waiting a week or two before, like, you know, the chips start to fall on the table again. But don't worry, guys. We may not have ASC Tayo this week, but we will have streams of Crimson playing Fallout London and various moderators on my channel that are British that will, and probably also Lee. You know, Lee's more chill, telling us how that's not actually Britain. Plans always use paid mods. I mean, see, I would disagree to an extent with that, Deadly, because I'm a fan of Bethesda, and I loved Skyrim, I loved Oblivion, I love Fallout 3, I love Fallout 4. And to be honest with you, I think that if you look at Fallout 4, look at how many DLCs Fallout 4 got. It was kind of amazing. You know what I mean? Like, we got 2 main expansions, we got a load of workshop DLCs. But then it's like, brother, what the fuck happened? See you later. I go. Oh, wait, well, it's. Oh no, Deadly. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying about that. I'm kind of talking more about like they have been quite lazy with content and they haven't really done anything. And they have. I think they were definitely like relying on kind of paid mods to kind of fill in the gaps while they do, you know, bigger things, i.e., kind of updates and stuff. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's like all the, like, where's our, like, Outpost DLCs? Like, fucking Settle System Workshop and fucking, Shipometron. People to make sure it gets through is actually quality. I mean, that would be amazing, but that, you know. It did take forever, but the problem is I don't think Bethesda are going to do something like that again. I think the... takes more to recreate Starfield assets. Well, I'm in regards to that though, Caracol, I'm talking more about Bethesda themselves. I know that when it comes to mods and stuff, but like my kind of take is more like the even like vanilla Fallout 4 phenomenal. Like I barely touch mods, and when I do, it's just kind of, you know. However, Starfield you need mods, and that's the sad reality. Like there's core features that Bethesda like really need to add in. I mean, when I go back and review mods on Fallout, I'm like, holy shit, this is cool. You know? Oh, I don't blame it. It doesn't help that Bethesda, you know, kind of being radio silent with, like, trying to help people out. But then it's, yeah. It's weird because it's like, that's actually a cooler little river there. We'll go to that river. Like, it's like, oh, fuck's sake. God damn it. But they're going to win. They're going to win. I apologize to anybody that does not give a fuck about football or soccer. Like, that's some fucking... I mean, look, it might not be, but I guarantee you paid mods will still keep coming out because, one, there is some good quality content coming, and two, people are gonna fucking... Like, it's gonna be a fucking Wild West. I'm gonna be, like, on overdrive. I'm gonna be firing shots at everybody. Because, like, That's the only place I've ever seen anyone talk about the Lordship. Well, see... I think part of that is probably, LeBron, is most people don't care enough to fucking, you know, don't people care enough about the lore, which I do. I'm one of those idiots that care about, like, again, I like to hark back to when I remember when the new update came out for Battlefield, and I was hyped, and I was like, Deadly, there's a new trailer that explains the story, and she's like, what fucking story? It's a multiplayer game. The man. For example, the amount of entities in Diamond City, including Low Springs, 5,000, Kill City. And that's understandable. However, Aquila City does not need to be as fucking big as it does because it's a fucking shit show with, like, I feel like that they tried to be more open. Like, make it more open, but at the same time, they didn't want to make it more open. Guilty of Egypt win when you'll donate some of your winnings. Oh, Parsnax didn't say shit about it. Do we think Colombia... See, I'm assuming Colombia is going to win against Switzerland. I don't know much about Switzerland, but I know Colombia is up there, like, when it comes to, like, South American teams. It does bear... It does, and I know there's people gonna be like, no, Starfield is like, oh no, the loading screen. Fuck off. It's always been a loading screen simulator. That's games for you. We can't all have two 5090s rendering our fucking ooh-woo waifus. You know what I mean? Like, there should have been a door to the right of Aquila as soon as you go in that blocks off that area, and a door on the left side that blocks off that area, and then it's cut the fucking issues in a quarter. You know what I mean? Ba-da-da. What about 2018? I was... Mona, shut the fuck up, you weren't. I think 20... What games come out in 2008? I remember 2012 is like a very iconic part. Did I miss that? No, they like... 2012 was an iconic part for me, because I remember playing one more Skyrim and Fallout. And you're gonna... The thing is, right, you're going to get that. People are going to complain about absolutely fucking everything, right? Like, I see the Battlefield subreddit, they're complaining about not getting realistic skins when they get realistic. I remember that. That's one of the reasons I remember that, is because that fucking movie, and then the whole thing with the Mayan calendar. Oh, when did Aquila realize the rest of the game? Oh, yeah, Aquila's, it's fucking, oh my god. That's why, like, I feel like be very careful of downloading mods of Master Aquila, because, yeah, play something else. Like, people don't realize, right? The days, like, the whole point, I feel like Skyrim had those spinny, like, things so you wouldn't get bored in the loading screens. You know what I mean? What, you don't have monster, you poor people? Yeah, just upgrade your PC. Shut the fuck up, Todd. Absolutely shut the fuck up, Todd. There used to be a time when you were so much pro console and you used to tell anecdotes about like how you like worked with like Xbox to make Morrowind run well and all that. Look how you've fallen. You're now partnering with Nvidia. Like, that's why I've always liked AMD. I'm not trying to, I know they're both corporations, but AMD at least don't seem to be like fleecing the user. I think Starfield will last. Oh, I think Starfield will last, but I would like Bethesda to make some improvements. I don't want to have to rely on mod authors to do it, but I mean, I have fucking some money, but I don't. I'm a Starfield YouTuber. I like to tell people, okay, I'm not a Skyrim YouTuber. It's only a good month when fucking ProbeTech makes mods. Cause everyone listened to him and upgraded with their games. Oh, 100%. I mean, like, look at fucking... I've always said it. If you're a mod author and you want to make your mods, like, good and well optimized, get a Series S and test your mods in Series S. Developers do the same thing. Look at Battlefield. Battlefield did it. They made their game so that, like, optimized around the S. And look how Battlefield fucking runs phenomenally. You know? Hello there, how goes it? Hello there, Ace. Is restructured around strongest franchises. Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein, right? They're fun games. Now, I'm going to probably get lambasted here. I like Wolfenstein. I've never played Doom. And, like, I think that they could easily kind of turn those games into a Far Cry kind of thing, where they pump out a game once every 2 years. And it's like, you know, like, kind of a fun sort of thing. Oh, Battlefield is fucking... Oh, yeah, their engine is... The Frostbite engine is phenomenal. Where's the water? Is it fucking ice or is it water? Oh no, there it is. Like, yeah, like I'd love to see them just kind of go and do that, you know? I will be actually doing that. I'm actually planning on doing a kind of a mid-year kind of mashup of stuff. I will say, just on the topic, this mod I'm rocking now, you need it. Really? Wiz, you haven't played a game that takes a satirical take on Nazi Germany in World War II and how they won the war? It's actually really enjoyable. It's really good. I like, and it's weird because, like, I also like Far Cry. Like, I think Far Cry is, like, really fun. Now, I realize that it's just the same shit every time, but I still think that's good. To be honest with you, Bear, I don't know about that, because I've heard developers complain about, and they should definitely keep doing that, Rick. I know that Doom is fucking phenomenal. I know that people love Doom, and I think it's a great... I need to get into Doom, to be honest with you. Look at that, look at that, look at that water. How magical is that water? But I like, there's been a few Far Cry 4 great. Far Cry 3, best Far Cry in my opinion. I don't know, see, developers tried to claim that, Bear, but, like, again, I just hark back to DICE basically saying that the reason Battlefield is so optimized is because of the S. So, Sony shot themselves in both feet, both kneecaps. They, like, fucking, Sony is, like... And I'm kind of surprised that Xbox hasn't went, like, guys, we're not getting rid of discs, lol. And Sony can do it. Sony is definitely like, they're definitely the country, they're the company like Rockstar, they can get away with it. Well, they are good at what they do, but, I mean, people like to fucking fire shots somewhat. Like, I mean, I have a PC. I mean, they are LeBron, right? But there's nothing stopping... There's nothing stopping them from still doing physical discs, you know? See, because what wonders me, right, with the Sony shit, right, is what about the people who play FIFA or play Call of Duty or play Madden? There's a lot of people that will just, you know, they're not the typical gamer that games every day. They come home from work, have a beer and play those games. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna go out or get their significant other to pick it up at GameStop or whatever. Like, what are they going to do, you know? Like, I'm not saying that those people aren't necessarily, like, tech savvy, but, like, I don't think they're thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, the real reason, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, the real reason is Sony are trying to make you not own anything, you know? Like I said before, remember when EA tried to be like, oh, if you buy a used game, you need to buy an online access code. Get fucked, EA. Get the fuck out of here. Is Red Dead 2 only 30? Well, see, I don't, and again, Bear, I don't really, like... I'm a console player. I don't get the whole, like, thing, the snob with that sort of stuff. Because, like, I played Starfield in 30 FPS, and I was like, that's fine, you know? Like, I don't really, you know, it is what it is. Some people revealed Sony lied, their numbers were misleading. Well, regarding what? Yeah, well, they are. It's just weird. Anybody give me an idea of a planet that looks sexy, guys? Oh, they do 100% want you to have a monthly bill. But I think that Xbox are realizing with Game Pass is not going to work, so they're going to go back, you know, about so they said that 23% of their purchase are physical, and is that them lying? Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking cheating fucking scumbags. Oh, Uranus wouldn't have fucking water. Fucking rigged. And it's modded, never online now. So I mean, like, people do that. Like, it's fucking, like, you know, like, they need to like, it's just, I don't know, they need to realize that, but they don't. Jemison does. We did check Jemison. I'm looking for, like, somewhere with, like, a bit more. Does Jiffa have any planets? Do you have? Lanta 4, or Lantana 4. You gotta look for that. Buying digital, there would be. But the thing is, it's like when people say vote with your wallet. Brother, I try to tell people not to buy probe tag mods, but somehow people still fucking buy probe tag mods. You know what I mean? Bro, I got a comment today, right? And I'm not trying to dox anyone, but I found it like the most hilarious thing ever. And I just couldn't comment on it. Hold on, let me find Lantana. Where the fuck is Lantana? The other thing, too, is it's purely a Sony thing, right? Because digital isn't inherently bad. Like, you look at, like, I picked up fucking Fallout on GOG. You know what I mean? For, like, fucking 15 quid. Like, Steam does a fucking great job. What did you say, Guilty? You're pro paid mods, you don't own modders. And Bethesda can pull them. No, Guilty, I realize it. I'm not trying to be hypocritical in that. I do understand... I understand that. I do. Hey, I fucking went apeshit when fucking paid mod authors pulled their mods from the fucking store. I mean, we can barely get them anyway in fucking Ireland. I just expected higher standards from them, but there. No, what is it? What is it called? Lana? Where the fuck is it? Bum bum bum. Lana. How are you enjoying playing Starfield on it? Where the fuck is Lana? Near. Oh, it's near Jaffa. Okay, that would. Ah, really? It was right fucking there. I'm a moron. I recommend a mod that makes Constellation Crew amoral or not care. I don't know if there's like a mod that specifically does that. Oh, this is going to be a good fucking planet. I already like the look of it. Guilty, what would you do if you were in charge? I did see stuff regarding that. Sadly, I don't think it'll come to Xbox. Which saddens me a little bit. Astrolabe is great for navigating. It is, but there's all. I mean, the. Oh, is that a river? No. It did, and that I'll never forgive Frontier for doing that. They had the world in their hand. The amount of people that jumped on Elite Dangerous because they wanted to play Star Citizen, but either they didn't have a killer PC or they didn't want to join a pyramid scheme. And they're like, yeah, guys, we're going to stop producing. Like, excuse me? Like, is it just me? Oh, was that the wrong place? Let me see before. Like, it's like, do you like, I am not a developer. Yeah, this planet's a bit toxic. I am not a developer, right? I won't pretend to be like an Xbox developer or a businessman. But are you guys fucking idiots? Like, how stupid do you have to be? That's the thing about Starfield that bothered me. They literally, right? They were ahead massively. Shipbuilding was fucking groundbreaking. They could have played into that. Did they play into that? No, they didn't. No Man's Sky, which, like, the big difference between No Man's Sky and Starfield was that Starfield was going to be a more realistic roleplay experience. Where the roleplay is, you may say, I've yet to find it. But the shipbuilding was sick. Did they do anything to, like, implement more? No. You know who did, though? You know who did? Fucking No Man's Sky did. It's like you blew the lead massively, Bethesda. What are you doing? God damn it. Oh, they definitely need meshing in the fight. So is the game over? They lost? I mean, I don't see, this is where, like, I'm like, I don't understand how, like, a team like Argentina, who are supposed to be, like, one of the best teams in the world, and they struggle against Cape Verde. They struggled against fucking, who did they struggle against as well? They struggled against another team, I can't remember. It genuinely might be coming home. I don't disagree with that, Sadly, and I'm probably being a little bit too anal about it. Like, it looks like a cool game, but it just bothers me. Thank you, Bear. I appreciate that. It just bothers me that, like, I want to see a console release because I think it'd be awesome. I know you'd be like, bro, it won't run a console, but that's fair. But because I think the ships look fucking sick. Emulators, No Man's Sky, where Bethesda make other games. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. But, like, they could have, even if they realized, look, Starfield didn't sell the way we wanted to, but we have a niche of people here that are, like, basically been given every opportunity for independently, every benefit of the sun. Ah, yeah, fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I mean, the fact that, you know, Egypt, a team that only has, like, what, one or two really good players? Yeah, that does interest me. Because the one thing I wasn't, like, a huge fan of with it is the kind of the space stuff. I think if they could make it all in kind of one area so that you can actually come across players, I like a bit of a social. But then 76 is kind of the same situation with Bethesda. They could have really played into the fact that this is a survival game where it basically combines something like Ark Survival Evolved, Rust, and DayZ into the Fallout universe. Did they do that? No, they didn't fucking do that. At all. Just fucking bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. I mean, that's fair, Bob, but there's some things I think that, like, I still think, like, being able to build your ship and, like, fly it around and stuff, and yeah, there's very little to shoot at. as they did play into the bit when they did the ship competition. They got bored. Oh yeah, the ship competition that they didn't allow Europeans, which arguably I would say, no offense to Americans, we had some phenomenal European. They stole my idea, by the way. I was doing that before them. Bethesda, thank you. No, I'm joking. But then they went and fucking deleted merging, despite the winner merging. Excuse me. Excuse me. What the fuck, Bethesda? Are you crazy? It's how dare you? This is fucking cool. An actual swamp. I wish the water wasn't always fucking. That's so fun. Look how cool it is. I mean, did you watch the game against Brazil? It went, was it 7 minutes overtime? They literally gave fucking... I loved seeing Neymar Jr. talking shit to the goalie. He was doing a penalty like, brother, you're down 2 foot. Was it 2 or 3 goals? You ain't coming back. Oh, yeah, no, they did. Like, fucking... Fun fact, try and modify the Frontier. Try and modify the Frontier by adding a different hab in place of the hab, in place of the big docker. Oh no, Elite Danger's still going. It's just only going on PC. Be fair, Frontier Dev don't have a lot of money. Jesus Christ, we're gonna turn off thingy damage. What's in the bottom of those ponds? Death and despair. I wish I had a yacht. I bet you Probe Tech has a yacht. Bet you Probe Tech has a yacht. Like, look how cool that is. That's so... I feel like it's like I'm in, like, Fallout. I know, they took out merging and I made a very that was probably one of my more ranty videos before I even used to do rants. And like other creators basically said I was blowing it out of proportions. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? The fuck you mean? See, but I think that they have to try and find a way to fix it. Get to the chopper. Like, it's on Bethesda, you know, like, because this is going to be clearly a problem for, like, their other iterations of games. Are they going to fix it? Probably fucking not. Will they fix it? Looks like a little mini Scotland. Did you know a fun fact about Scotland? There's, like, Mona's not here. Oh, there's Mona. Is it, Mona, there's, like, is it a river or a canyon that intersects Scotland? And the top half is actually part of the Appalachian Mountains, or the mountain range landmass. The bottom half is part of Europe. Very, very interesting fact. Watch your videos. Oh, he probably does, Unox. Hello, Unoxy, by the way. He probably does. Project, keep making the dog shit mods. Please. Also, could you, like, maybe take on, like, just, like, some positive criticisms, potentially? Like, listen to me. You know. Like, I do think the Zoom mod was probably his best idea, but he implemented it so poorly. Like, for some reason now I want, like, a Jurassic World kind of game with, like, fucking, you know, animal health and stuff. Like, I wonder, like, what's left over from the... Is there anything left over from the settlements? You're not going to... You probably know. Is there anything from the Fallout 4 settlement system left over? Like, you know, like, happiness and stuff and food and water? Could it be implemented back into the game? Because it's weird that, you know, like, I mean, they're just outposts, I know that, but, like, it's weird that you don't have to supply, like, food or stuff. I don't know, probably not, LeBron, to be honest with you. I'm going to be fucking streaming, I'm going to be streaming Fallout London all week. You spent is a scam hitting you. $40. What $40 I spent? I mean, I will say one thing I need to make very clear, right? We jest, and I know I fire shots at Star Citizen, but we have to remember that we're Bethesda fans. We can't really talk about anyone necessarily getting scammed because the fuckers scammed us. Where's my ship parts, Todd? Where's my ship parts? No ship parts. Oh, Jesus, speak of the fucking... Alright, that's a hole. So you also don't have to spend thousands in fucking in Starfield's paid mods unless you like really want all of Young Neil's mods. To be honest, I think that it needs to be fixed. I don't know how it's going to, whether it affects the current games. Like, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5, but I'm going to assume it will. And it's something that they need to fix for that benefit. You know, so it's not like they would be fixing it. New ones are fuck off. But hopefuls. And I understand that. But, like, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do think, like, you know, I think that it's, like, it's crazy how much money that game has made and stuff. And I think that they, you know, that... I mean, they're going to take as much money as they want, but, like, the game does look fucking awesome. The ships look amazing. Like, if and when it does come out, I'll be, like, definitely watching, like, videos on it properly because I think it's cool. The food war. Yeah, exactly. What do you get for doing this? Nothing. Wasn't going to get fixed. But wouldn't they have to, though, Bob, if, like, Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 and Starfield 2? I also have other information, guys. So, apparently... Todd Howard seen my he's seen my stream, and he told me that he said if I promise not to publish a short highlighting that follower mod, he would give me information. So he basically said that Starfield 2 is definitely in the works, and he just needs all of you guys to apparently send an email to Scottish Shrek Lover 69 at gmail.com. Weird that's kind of weird. Also, he did kind of type like he was from Scotland. It's probably just like a typo, though. And also the name, please. I really fucking like this. This is such a cool fucking mod. Such a cool fucking mod. Like, I just can't be. I just, you don't believe me. The mod should explain what the mod did. Oh, so this mod I'm checking out, basically it makes it so that water generation is more badass. So, like, for instance, we're gonna go to Kodos real quick. So you know how in the base game, water is kind of very few and far between? And there's just instances of, like, say, for instance, like, occasionally, very rarely, you'll find, like, lakes, right? Like, but they're kind of rare, you know? Whereas this mod basically makes... It's a free mod. I have reviewed it, but I really like it. It makes it so that water can spawn better and actually looks better. So, like... Really quickly, let's look. We're going to go to Kodos in a minute, but if you look on the surface map, we've actually got, like, proper... Actually, I have some screenshots. Let me really quickly... Oh, the Todd Howard one. Oh, my bad. Anyone wondering, definitely don't watch my Fallout 4 stream in an hour. I definitely didn't download a Todd Howard follower mod that I thought was going to genuinely be like a Todd Howard voice actor. And it definitely wasn't some dude named Todd Howard telling how he was going to suck me off. Definitely don't watch it. I definitely don't condone any of it. It's weird. Bethesda stopped responding to me after that stream. They didn't, actually, but... Let's go to... How about this one? So this is landed 3. No. No one's having another. What about mountains? Hills? I mean, you could, to be fair though, you could say that about, like, how much money has gone into paid mods, Max, right? And Has that money been put back into Starfield? Has it? Fuck. They couldn't even. They had to fucking outsource. Are they floating balloons? You're gonna start a remaster over Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna remaster. Did I just find fucking COVID-19? What in the name of baby Jesus are you? A puffball filterer. Why does that sound like an insult Guilty would call someone? You shouldn't have lost audio. Kodos, we will go to Kodos now. One moment. I just want to see if the map... Okay, there's some lakes there. Let's go to Kodos. So I have to... Crimson's gonna have to scramble now and find fucking 4 videos to review. Patient 0. No, don't worry about it. I'm wearing a mask. We'll try Kodos and we'll try Hyla. Kodos. What we got here? So that is... Oh, we got a swamp. Yes, I like swamps. Not in my swamp, donkey. Donkey. If anyone didn't catch the joke I made earlier, please don't email your bank account details to anybody. New Year of Silence and Meager 76. Then you better get used to Crimson reviewing the same Probe Tech mod over and over again. I need my Lamborghini, guys. Come on now. They do, they do, Torb, and that's, again, that's ultimately, that's the main kind of takeaway for Fallout 4. And give it to me. That's very nice of your friend to give it to you. My friends just give me depression. You'll be asking, how do they give you depression, Crimson? You spend time with Flippy in Destiny. He will make you very sad. 9 local hours, 8 local hours. Wait, what? Me lose faith in the entire attorney. This is now pantomime. I'm honestly surprised that is not... Alright, see you later, Rick. Have a good one. Don't work too hard. I'm honestly surprised, LeBron, that that's not one of the things they should do. It'd be a good faith situation. If I was Bethesda, that would be priority 1 after they fix the fucking... For fuck's sake, why is it raining? Like, priority 1 would be fix Fallout 7, fix Fallout 4. Fix Oblivion. Make it so PlayStation actually has paid mods. And then give everybody on Fallout 4 a free 2,000 creation credits as a we're very sorry. And then make it so that everything is linked. Because people will be more likely to buy. You know, Xbox's thing has always been play anywhere. Clearly not only, you know, which is a weird one. Okay, we got some rivers. No, it doesn't. And I'm kind of... That's another reason why, like, I don't think Bethesda are truly in it for the money. Because if they were in it for the money, they should be milking the modding scene for all of those games. But they're not. I mean, ASC Tayo, yeah. We might have to... Right, if Todd doesn't put it out, you guys just send me, like, fucking €4. And then I'll send you a copy. I'm joking, Wiz. I'm joking. Don't sue me. Ooh. Also, on the topic of that, fucking let mod authors be able to like gift codes of their stuff to testers on Xbox and PlayStation. Like, imagine some poor unfortunate guy, right, or gal, or whatever, is like making a really awesome mod, and it's gonna be a paid mod, and then they like put it on like the thingy to test it because they want to test it on PlayStation or Xbox, and then some person downloads it, sees the mod, and leaks everything. Probably not. What the fuck is this? Is this a bunker? What is a fucking lean-to? Probably not. Bob builds box. Bob only needs vanilla part for box. Vanilla part. Bob, how how dare you? Shit parts overrated me. Fucking bollocks. I think they need to do some in-house tweaking since an outside studio did it. I doubt they'd add critical support. I mean, if it's all... The thing is they should be kind of linking it all under kind of one, one thing. You know? Like, I mean, the creation, it knows your account and stuff. I mean, even the fact that, like, my creation credits don't transfer between PlayStation... Or, sorry, they don't transfer between Xbox and Game Pass on PC. I don't even know what you call it, like, non-Steam Xbox PC. Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's weird. Kind of expected more. Like, because if I wanted to buy, because originally what I used to do is I used to buy the mods on PlayStation, or on PC Game Pass. And then, like, install them, because, like, you can see your mods and you can buy them. Costs 5,000 due to cross-compatibility. Go buy yourself. Only minimum for it. Take my money, Crimson. Yeah, wait, what the fuck is that? Yeah, like, it is crazy. Any paid mods you think should cost more because they're so good? See, the thing is while I would say personally, yes, I do think that mod authors should strive to make their mods as cheap as possible. This is Kodos, the moon of Aquila. Like, I think that they should be as cheap as chips because, like, it is what it is. I do wonder, like, if mod authors were able to pay, like, if they got a bigger cut, would they make them cheaper? You know what I mean? They do. No, they need to get the pointer handle. They need to get the pointer handle. Kind of surprised they don't give, like, mod authors, like, creation credits. As a kind of a, like, See, most sentiments, like, Bob, like, I've had probably more bad experiences with mods than good, but then there's the good mods have been fucking amazing, you know what I mean? Look at that. Isn't she a beauty? Is water toxic? No. Actually, it might be. I think it off. Like, can you imagine how... Can you imagine, like, how fucking different Starfield would have been at launch if there was, like, actual, like, water features and stuff? Also, I really want someone to make a biome that's just heavily forested to see if it, like, crashes the Xbox. Like, my soul. Alright, I'm down there. Jesus Christ. We don't about Bethesda, yeah? Okay, we're just making sure everyone's on the same page. Look at how cool that is. That's so cool. See, in that instant, you're right about that, Crow. And there's like a couple of like what the fuck was that? Why did it sound like a turkey? Alright, I'm hearing a turkey. What the fuck? Are there creatures here? Oh. No. Where the fuck? Can you guys hear that too? Alright, Wiz. Don't you start joining on the ship stuff, okay? Maybe if you released ASC Thai, I wouldn't be with turtles. It's probably fucking ambient. I hate when they do that. Like, it's cool, but it's fucking annoying at the same time. Like in Ark, bushes, like, will have noises and stuff. Oh, look, it's the giraffe. This is so, like, this mod is so fucking cool. Look at the way the water look at that. Isn't that fucking cool? Like, but Crimson, that's water. Like, that's just, yes, it is. It's fucking amazing. Also, that's a fucking deep drop off. I wonder were they ever going to do swimming? Like actual diving under the water. Oh, that's a fucking phenomenal view. Let me get a fucking screenshot of that. Like, there's one thing I will say about Starfield. You have to give it... that's what we're trying to do, get some water reflection. We got the Xbox water reflection. We don't have our ray tracing. But Starfield is a beautiful fucking game. That's why, like, I'm excited to see, like, are they going to go that route with Fallout and Elder Scrolls? Because, like, Bethesda's titles, they've been, you know, they've been one thing. But, like, very rarely you stop in Bethesda game and you're like, holy shit, that's breathtaking. Like, there is a few instances in, like... There's a few instances in Skyrim, but I think it's more just like kind of how it's the design, the set pieces. Like I know there's a couple of like caves and dungeons. Like that's fucking sick. Get like another. And then we got pink sand, which I didn't know was a real thing. Anyone ever, like, remember when, like, it was, I don't know, there was a period over here where, like, when you went, like, on holidays, people would bring you back. It'd either be, like, some sort of, like, plastic or glass object, usually, like, a bottle or sometimes, like, a shoe, and it would have usually either water or sand inside of it. Colored sand. I see, I've never played Fallout 2. I tried to play Fallout 1 so many times, but the game was like, nah, bro. How hard do you think it'd be, right? To take the aluminum deposit, how it looks, right? And kind of do like an Ark style, like rock golem situation where you think it's actually aluminum, but it's not. Or you think it's an ore. You walk close and it's a little crab that just appears and he's using like metal. Black Reach is one of those, you are correct. They're like, again, there are some instances, don't get me wrong. But like, I feel like what makes Starfield more impressive is like this is all like procedurally generated pretty much, you know? Like in Skyrim and, you know, other games, they have to obviously hand detail everything. Like, there's some fucking magical stuff. A cowabunga, woohoo! Whee! Right, so where are we going? We're going to highlight, you said? Just figure out where the fuck highlight is. I feel like it's over... Say, I'm going to have to go annihilate whatever I'm saying. Only modded ass hat. Oh yeah, people are idiots. You know, people are morons. That's kind of why, like, I like when people kind of push the whole, like, you know, this game needs mods, and like it does, but there's certain elements that it doesn't. Like, I'm always kind of vanilla plus. If I was Hyla, where would I be? Oh, so why does Alpha Mere and Beta Mere left, bottom left? Ah, thank you. There we go. Da, 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 da. So which one are we going to? Hyla 2? Hyla 1. Hyla 2, are you Hyla 2? Yes, you are. Alright, so we're gonna go to Hyla 2. It's coming home. Football's coming home. Oh. Excuse me, ecliptic scimitars. The map has been added by more. I like the Star Wars. There's a mod service that basically overhauls the map to add Star Wars location, which is kind of cool. Hello there, Robert. How goes it? You should have to follow. You should try another IP. What do you mean other IP? Like a mod or the game? Like this streaming, it'll become like fucking Halo. Like it'll be Halo for like pretty much most of July. Like, because the streams and stuff, obviously it varies, you know. Like obviously it's great when I do Starfield because I get a lot more viewers, more, you know, more kind of more. There's a higher possibility for donation and stuff, which is obviously optional, but you know, gotta pay for them fucking paid mods anyway. But I also kind of like, you know, like sometimes I would rather not play the game because I get a little bored. But yeah, I would check it out. Like, it doesn't do anything like major Zerbis, but like it adds, I mean, some of the planets you can land on, some of them you can't. What the heck was that screen? Wait, what? Okay, what did the screenshot look like? It's probably one of these. Was it any of them? Oh, was it the droid? It was the droid. Hello there, Havoc. Here's me fighting Ewoks. I told you I was a combat veteran. And there's a droid wearing a t-shirt. There's a droid wearing another t-shirt. There are rumors about another upgrade or update about Starfield. True or just gossip? No, there's definitely some truth to that. I can definitely I can confirm that I have heard similar stuff from reliable sources. However, we don't know how true that is specifically now, because they might have, you know, they might have been like, Bethesda, stop working on fucking Starfield, work on an actual game people enjoy. This game is so much fun if you ask me, right? Now modding a new star system is so much more fun of the game. Awesome. If you, hopefully you can put your mods on console so I can review them, because I love reviewing. I do want a Starboard. Starborn DLC, and then just hire a fucking skeleton crew. Even if you have to hire Kingath, just so like we can get like some like tweaks to stuff, you know, like an overhaul to the shipbuilding so that we don't need mods. What's your problem, tongue-faced grazer? You want to fight me? Oh, you just want to lie down. Okay, fair enough. Fair, never mind. Fair enough. Even the creatures, they like, they submit to my dominance. All I can say, like, from the like from a like, I'm a fan of Elder Scrolls and I will obviously play Elder Scrolls, but like, you know, like the main kind of criticism for Starfield is essentially like, the main kind of thing is like, the reason Starfield's kind of, you know, hello there, Mags, how goes it? Welcome back. Like, the reason they say, like, Starfield is this way is because even from the very beginning, most people working on Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 4. And if those games aren't fucking phenomenal, I will be pissed off. Because, like, I'm expecting them to be groundbreaking. Because if they aren't, did you really have to squander, like, Starfield? Why you gotta do Starfield that way? Like, they could... The Starborn DLC, I'm not really sure. That's all based off of the trademark thing that happened, like 2 years ago, potentially. Like, to be honest with you, it would make some sense. I mean, now more so than ever, because nobody cares about Unity and nobody cares about New Game Plus. If I'll just upgrade now, I'm like, okay, how many mods can I get? I would say, Mags, if I'm not sure if you're familiar of the pointer limit now, but you gotta be very careful. Everything will slow. Every time you do something in the game, it's slowly. Starboard 76. If you told me that Starfield was originally going to be that sort of game, I'd fucking believe it. Look at them lakes. Oh, I mean, I would definitely do that. There's some nice improvements. Terran Armada, you know, story-wise, fucking dog shit. However, the gameplay loop is really fun. X-Tech is really fun. Their coming was thought to have been about Varun, but no, yeah, no. To be honest with you, after House 76 went that route, I don't think they would ever. No problem. See you later, Annabelle. I don't think that they would risk it. Like, I feel like you need like a lot more, you know, like, and now that they're with Microsoft, they could definitely tap in. Microsoft has some good multiplayer teams, like, you know, say what you want about 343, but they've made some quite solid multiplayer games. I know this is going to be controversial, and now that Anvil's gone, so he probably won't bully me. But, like, Halo Infinite was, like, a really enjoyable game, multiplayer-wise. Halo 5, a really good multiplayer. Like, they could definitely, you know, like, kind of like, you know, like, trying to Space 3. And I don't mind that. I just kind of wish there was more ways to earn money. Oh, why is my... Jesus fucking Christ, that's a huge mountain. I've never fucking seen a mountain that big before. What the fuck? Holy baby Jesus. Am I gonna be like the first person to climb the equivalent of fucking Mount Eververse? No, we're not gonna be climbing Destiny. Honestly, there is a new game plus this point because Starborn dialogue just... yeah, I would do it once just for the Starborn stuff, and it saddens me because, like, the Starborn dialogue is kind of fucking sick. And maybe that's for the better, LeBron, though. Maybe they're better off not having a face, you know? Like, maybe that... Is it just me, or is that a really big fucking mountain? Is it a meteor impact? It's fucking huge! The terrain imports. I have not. Was the first IP... The new IP creating. Bethesda bought the Fallout IP. Look how fans turn to the studio trying to branch out. And that's valid. I will never, like... I will never shit on Bethesda for attempting Starfield because, one, I'm grateful for Starfield because Starfield has allowed me to, you know, be able to talk to you guys, and, you know, you guys watching my content allows me to make money. It's fucking phenomenal. But even regardless of that, I've always loved sci-fi. I love the idea of sci-fi. I just think that they squandered so many attempts, or, like, not attempts, because they didn't really attempt, but they... What's the fucking problem? What's the problem? It was, and I think it could be Mount Chiliad. Oh, we're gonna get the jetpack. I think it could have been, like... If they had have just, like, honed down some of this stuff, it could have been so much better. You know, like, I wonder how much money or how much effort went into New Game Plus. What if there wasn't New Game Plus? You know, what if it was just, like... You know, what if there was actually just 2 stories? Well, the thing is, Tabs, is it's... From what yeah, this is fucking huge. From what I've seen, ever since the new update with free lanes, they seem to have, like, tweaked the biome generation. And that's Bear, that is 100% the main issue behind it. And a lot of companies are doing that. And what's the coolest thing you know to do in Starfield? Ship merging, I think, is cool. Like, it does, and to be honest with you, after playing fucking Baldur's Gate and kind of initially not liking it and then fucking loving it, they need to go back to it being what it is. Like, you know, like, oh my god, like, Bethesda's never going to be like, you know, it's never going to be like full-scale D&D kind of role-playing dice games, or maybe that's what they were originally. I'm not from that Morrowind era. Oh my god, my frame rate, I don't know if you can see that, but was a bit of frames are dropping. Yeah, no, my Xbox is like, brother, I don't think we can render this fucking mountain. Relax yourself. Yeah, like, that's the thing, that's what annoyed me. Like, Bethesda, like, every time something comes out, Bethesda kind of backpedal, right? Like, I think the only criticisms to Fallout 4 Settlement Builder was, like, some people didn't like the idea that you have to build... There's, like, 4 settlements in the game that aren't buildable. Like, I don't like that. I would have rather them kind of, you know, some buildable settlements and then some non-buildables. Buildable. I can go to... I can check that. We're on a fucking mountain. I sit awake. There's an angel. Alright, we could definitely fucking bicycle down this, no bother. How about, so where do you want me to go? You want me to go to New Atlantis? New Atlantis usually runs quite well for me, but then I don't really run mods. Yeah, it does seem... I would feel like they probably did... Get an inside Bethesda vibe check. In some instances, it can. Were you playing on performance or were you playing on quality? Or visuals, I think it's called, Mark. Because I did notice that if you play on... I was playing 60 FPS quality, I think, and it was just kind of shit in the bed a little bit. Oh, I'd say a lot of them do, LeBron. But as you've seen, when they have, like, fucking, you know, like, a ranking system more fucking... more long-winded than, like, a military organization, you're kind of like, what the fuck? I'm honestly surprised there hasn't been more leaks from Bethesda. Like, the one thing I will give them, they seem to be very loyal. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine another... Like, can you name me any other game that went through absolute, like, dog shit development cycle, i.e., you know, developers not updating and the game being kind of buggy? And the devs not speaking out. Oh, you play vehicles. Hello, Michael. There was a bit of a talk at the start if you want to scroll back. Otherwise, we're checking out mods. There was no paid mods this week. So on that note, I have downloaded Fallout London, the new like PC mod that basically makes Fallout in London with tea and crumpets. We'll be playing that for the rest of the week. Turn away Larry Studio when they almost made a Fallout game. Turn to make Baldur's Gate. Wait, they turned away Larian? What? I would love to see Larian basically rekindle the original Fallout styling of games. Half a year. And again, that's a good example. Again, they were loyal to... Because it's what they believed in. And I'm glad that No Man's Sky became what it was. Because it's a fucking phenomenal game. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I love how, like, the amount of effort Bethesda had to go to, like, to make sure that, like, you know, because with the boost pack, you can, like, not break, but you can, like, just completely go where the fuck you want. Like, oh, we've got this cool tram system. I ain't using the fucking tram system. I got a boost pack, my guy. Oh, I feel like if I was doing my update videos, I should probably, like, obviously they don't have an office in here. There's, like, no building, right? It's just, like, one location, right? There's no, like, actual office. Yeah, I kind of wish it was, hello? Hello? I can see you. You go to the map? Yeah, I can go to the map. No problem. What am I looking for? You would not believe your eye if 10 million firefly. Is that always there? I feel like that POI is always there. So, I mean, it's weird. Honestly, yes. Largest fucking lobby. You're listening to the Settled System News Network. Today we are talking about the increase in paid mods because of the current tariffs with the Aquila City. I will say, like, Bethesda can, like, when it comes down to it, they can definitely do it. Like, remember, like, this whole, like, thing with the map. I don't know if they said it specifically, but was this something that they had intended to do and they just couldn't get it at launch, or was this something they did impromptu after the fans complained? Because this is fucking cool. Bethesda, keep this shit going forward, having, like, an actual physical thing. Lake at the top of the city. That sounds like a bit of a bug. Alright, I was gonna look in here real quick.
You can't go in. You just can't.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You ever find yourself with a hobby?
Broadcast diagnostic, run diagnostic, upload diagnostic. What?
Do our best.
Keep this 27 FPS going. Hey now. I mean, I could potentially put a desk there.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch.
Oh, you could actually saying that. You could
just got a feeling about you.
That's all I can do.
probably grab this desk, rotate it there. The only problem is, like, if I was going to, like, set up a kind of an area there where I recorded myself, the NPCs would cause fucking mayhem. Like, given that, like, loadings, I mean, obviously pointer limit, but I'm surprised people haven't made mods that have added more stuff to these buildings. Argos extractor, what the fuck? There was a known bug with stuff like that, Scott. I see a few people that had, like, weird bugs. Hello? Oh, that's fucking cool. Hello?
You look familiar. Where do I know you from?
Why is your name Aurora? I worked with Lynn at the Vectera job.
Oh, yes. Lynn mentioned hiring some brand new miner.
I've never been to this location before.
Job. I must have seen your picture in the contractor database. I take it this means the job's done then. Good to know. So what can I help you with?
I want to let you know the Crimson Fleet attacked us on Vectera.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. Those pirates sure are getting bolder these days. Is everyone okay?
It was a mess, blood everywhere. I've never seen such carnage. Pretty sure someone died.
Oh my, how horrifying that must have been to deal with. I'm glad you're safe now. I hope that experience won't turn you off working for us in the future. And of course, we'll make sure to pay our respects to the victim's family.
What's Lynn's role in Argos?
Well, after I book a job, Lynn meets with the clients to nail down the details. She negotiates the terms of the contract and even supervises some of our more important work sites. That woman never stops impressing me.
Did you find two hidden armors in the Vigilance? One is completely gold. I did not. I seen the comment after the fact, and I'm pissed I missed the golden one. But like in the future, what is Argos known for?
As a former contractor, I'm surprised you don't know. We take on jobs that others won't, whether they're far away, extra tough, or just plain dangerous. And we always get the job done on schedule at a lower cost than our competitors.
Yeah, Michael, it was indeed. One of the things, this is kind of a testament to, like, why, like, Starfield's modding scene isn't as big, right? This is called Argos Extractors. And, like, if Starfield was as big as Father Skyrim, some, like, modder in, like, the United Kingdom would have 100% made an overhaul mod that turns into Argos, which, for anyone I've mentioned before, Argos is a really big catalog company where basically you go into this like small little area and they have catalogs and you like look for the code, type it in, and then there's a big warehouse in the back and it comes down a conveyor belt. It's actually kind of cool. I always used to be like fascinated by it just because like as a child it was like one of the places you could get like Lego and stuff. What do you do here?
I book and process our jobs, manage the schedule on a broad scale, and interface with new clients. We're a small company, so a lot of us administrative types wear a lot of hats.
Always smell good. They do. It's the books. It's the books. Kind of, but like a really big. Like imagine like a massive industrial warehouse, and 98% of it is just like shelves, and then there's a small little area where customers come in, and you have like these little books. And you like key in like, and they key in the code of like, you know, you can buy everything from jewelry, bicycles, clothing, bed clothing, games, toys, all sorts. And then like you bring it up to the counter and they call out your number. And then there's a big conveyor belt that just shoots down the items. It's really fucking cool. Yeah, they got rid of them over here. Yeah, it's like quite cool because I mean, essentially it operates. I'm assuming it operates like kind of an Aldi principle where like they don't have to pay staff to stock shelves and stuff. I mean, you still have to stock, obviously. What's next for Argos?
We just picked up several more contracts. Risky stuff, if I'm being truthful. But we position ourselves to take advantage of jobs like that.
It's not all about body shape, but you know, it's not about
asteroid mining and other tough jobs.
Like,
the next few years are going to be
a few of my family members said I have a face for radio, which I always thought was really nice of them to say. Which is weird because, like, it's like a nice compliment, but, like, I didn't know that, like, radio shows faces.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no, this NPC is vanilla.
I'm not really sure I can help you with anything. I don't deal with clients.
Yeah, I want to, I would like, I'm owed money. Where's my money? Excuse me, who works in here?
Sorry. Do you mind talking with Aurora? She's better at handling clients than I
Also,
am.
who the fuck names their kid
I could use a little time to focus
Aurora in this? It's like, oh, hello, ketamine. Hello, methamphetamine. Hello, Brazilian marching powder. Where's my money?
Welcome to Argos Extractor.
I thought I was supposed to get money. Is this my office? Perfect. Oh, actually, see. How long? I think it's been around longer than her, because that was the whole point of, like, Neon. Oh, yeah, I could get used to this office. Oh, yes. Here's my little, excuse me, can you send me in 2 chunks Philly cheesesteaks, please? Thank you. This is in New Atlantis. And I'll show you now in a second. There's someone in the office before, right? Let me wait a little bit. No ASC Tayo today, Michael. Yeah, they're like, we're gonna do. Wait, what do you mean fish causes drugs? I like it. I feel like our country is like our humanity is too, like, you know, what they love most. Yeah, I mean, valid. It's like when I have a son, I'm gonna name him Ship Parts. Oh, hey, the bot works. That bot hasn't been used. Like, I think it's been used once. Hello? Hello, is anybody working in there?
Looking forward to my vacation.
Oh, it's on Gargarin. So yeah, this is in this building here. Does it actually say Argos Extractors? No, it just says the Valberg building. Like, yeah, they could have, because I know we did point out that there is, like, mods that kind of improve that. But even, like, why has nobody made like a mod where, and I know that the specific mod author, fucking Lysoft Dev, don't even touch it, please. But I imagine like a mod where like you can like supply meat to these like locations.
Well,
Hello.
if you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, look no further.
Does all of your food come from local sources? Like, right, so here's a question. When did turn automatic by April? The $10 mod is still not right. Very true, Michael, very true. Like, question, right? In a perfect world, right, where like every country adopts the same food standards, right, and practices, or like somewhat, do you really care where your food comes from if it's always the same quality? Digital story's not over yet. I think they're more probably going to see... I will have to ask Nova specifically, because he might tell me, he might not, potentially. Does your food come from... Because, like, I'm assuming, right?
Anytime now.
If I want, like, if we're thinking, like, Starfield based on real life, right? Their food probably comes from Aquila City.
You must be joking. I have an exclusive contract with the Trade Authority. It's all shipped in from off-world. And no, I'm not divulging the planet of origin.
It's 100%. It is 100%. I mean, that is fair. However, like, thankfully, like, where I live, like, well, I suppose it depends, you know? Like, McDonald's over here is a big corporation, obviously. I know McDonald's is very infamous in, you know, but they actually, like, they partner with many independent farms. They kind of operate similar to, like, Ocean Spray, you know, the cranberry company. They'll partner with everyone and anyone in Ireland and, like, Britain to get their beef. That's why their beef is usually good quality. Like, I know, you know, Americans, if you ever come to Ireland, try a double cheeseburger. Oh, it's fucking lovely. And, I mean, obviously, you're going to get better burgers, you know, but there's something fucking good about that plasticky cheese. What's a whetstone? Anyone know what a whetstone is? Have a little pop quiz. Anyone know what a whetstone is? Well, local farmers are most evil. I mean, Michael, to some extent, I agree with you. My big thing with I feel like is the fucking cunts on the road. Amount of times I used to go walking down my nice little boreen, and then I have to throw myself in the ditch because some farmer's 13-year-old child is driving a massive combine harvester. Yeah, good job. It's a sharpening stone. Yeah, what's a whetstone?
The general term? A sharpening stone for knives. The kind of knives that cut the most delicious meat in the settled systems. This whetstone, though, is the best restaurant you've ever eaten at. If you like a perfect steak, you're in the right place.
There is actually I'm reviewing a mod, Mark, that will come out tomorrow that kind of touches that bit. Like, it's weird though, because like, isn't it like usually, like, is there any instance in like when good quality meat isn't super tender? Like, don't they so like the best? This is not a mod. I'm just talking to random NPCs. Isn't that like a, what is it like?
Anytime now.
Like it falls off the bone, tender. What's on the menu?
I guarantee you won't be...
That depends. Oh, we got a baguette. Oui. Chandra Cabernet Sauvignon. What does Sauvignon mean? Pinot Noir? Port? Culver's. I've heard of Culver's. They also do ice cream, don't they? Orange. Nice. Orange. Sparkling water. Yeah. Sparkling wine. Like that, a seared strip of steak. That doesn't look like steak. That to me looks like a giant pork chop. A vodka, gin, and rum with a splash of sour. Yeah, like there's like so many locations they could definitely kind of... Aren't burgers rather healthy? Oh, burgers, I mean, beef is very, like, when you, like, I mean, if you're going off of calories and protein, generally speaking, yes. Like, low fat ground beef is like up there with chicken when it comes to calories. I feel like tuna is probably one of the lower calorie proteins. A drugstore? What do you mean, like a pharmaceutical store? The Armistice Archives. I feel like they could have did a better. What is that? There's something in there? In a random. Oh. Weird, I thought there was a building. The architecture of New Atlantis is quite cool. Look at that. Burgers, cooking the grills healthy. Not like they do in Mackey's. It also depends on like how healthy you're going, because if you're someone like me who's a fat ass who's just trying to like, you know, lose weight, you just worry about calories. Also, McDonald's fucking chicken nuggets are fucking quite good for calories, protein. We do 9 for burgers, so it's not too bad. If you get like, then it's bad. And even then, it also varies. Like, you know, everything in moderation. Like, I'm pretty sure you can, like, Aurora in moderation is perfectly fine. I mean, we still have to say bacon, cheese. Ooh. Right, let's try and find some more nice lakes. The environmental conditioning. If they show you want a burger. Yeah, I mean, valid. Count calories, count steps. I mean, that's true, Michael, but I'm a fat ass, you know. That's on the plan. Oh, there's no water right now. Fuck me. Surface map. Oh yeah, oh that's now I like that. Why is that up? Oh, that's fucking cool. We'll go there. I don't know if they have a Discord, but I'm 90% sure they're in Starfield Anonymous, our Discord. If you at them, I believe they're in it. I would assume they would. Yeah, I'm definitely buff. 100% buff. Bacon cheese bungalow. I'm fucking... What is a bacon cheese bungalow? Sounds very nice. Walk, if she'll walk. Alright, right. Fuck you. Don't start. Don't fucking start. My chairs are perfectly fine. Oh, look at Mini Carrots. Hello. Hello, Mini Carrots. How are you? Wonder how fucked I would break mods if I just basically had like a load of small ones following me. It's where Guilty lives. The bacon cheese bungalow. So we're just checking out a water mod, huge ass. It is called, hold on now. It is called Aquafield, a Grind Terra mod. I will say I am actually on the hunt for a new chair. No, my old one's not broken, but I feel like, you know, when you buy a second-hand chair built in France that's in 2002, it's probably not the best. Like the arm thingies, I was like looking, because obviously I'm not going to drop serious amounts of money, but obviously I don't want to drop cheap. I was like looking at like a couple. Probably need to Google, like, what are some good chairs if you're a very buff, strong person that's definitely not a fat ass. It's like, a lot of them are like companies, like American companies. Actually I had like, it is, you know, it's good chairs, steel case, very good chairs. They're like up there, is that actually Gary, right? Yeah, no, I think that's Gary. I can, oh no. Is that Gary? Hello, there's only... Is that Gary? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Is that... Are you Gary? You know, you have to be Gary. They don't spawn that big. No, that is Gary. Why does he just fucking... There's that old no second how he got it. Well, you would think that, but, like, apparently, like... So, it, steel case... Steel case? Yeah, Steelcase are kind of like Herman Miller in that they're chairs. I was looking to get it like retro or like upgraded, or not upgraded, like serviced. I was like looking at a few companies because obviously Secret Lab are kind of, you know, they're a big one for like more comfort and stuff. Like I like a bit of ergonomics, but I obviously don't want like super ergonomic because I'm a gamer. But obviously I want to protect my back, even though I am a fat ass. Big boned, yeah. Actually, look how cool this is. This is so fucking cool. Yeah, no, they're fucking great. Like, if, like, real talk, if, like, if they were easy to acquire, like, they're quite pricey. Like, they're, like, over $1,000. They're up there with Herman Miller. And, like, even if I had that much money to buy one, I don't think it would be, like, a, you know, a viable purchase. Maybe, you know, if ProbeTech starts putting out more paid mods and I, like, you know, I start, like, fucking making, like, mad money. Probably won't happen. ProbeTech, please. For now, mods. But no, I jest. But, I feel like, though, like, if you're the sort of person where, like, you're working an office job and stuff, and you're, like, it's definitely worth investing in, like, a really good... See, I did see the Secret Lab ones, and, like, I've, like, watched a couple of reviews on them, because some people are like, oh, they're not, like, super ergonomic, but then, like, the thing is, like, with chairs is everyone kind of, they're, you know, they're different. Like, some people obviously like chairs that have good kind of lumbar support and stuff, but then other people prefer chair. Like, I want a chair with a nice comfy seat. That's kind of the big thing for me. And I like, yeah, custom Crimson Flyboy. That's what I was gonna say. So, a brand reached out to me that was very clearly a scam. It was a company that makes chairs in America. And I just, for the shits and giggles, I reached out to them. And, like, I just said, like, my usual spiel, like, you know, I make content and stuff. I you know, have this many subs. I get these many views. Like, you know, would you guys be interested in a potential partnership and stuff? And, like, they basically got back to me and they were like, we'd love to. You'd be, like, the perfect fit. However, we don't ship to your region, which I never told them what region I was in, so they did their due diligence. And it's kind of sad because I think they're, like, a company. They're, like, they're slightly cheaper than Secret Lab. I can't remember what they're called, but, like, if you Google, like, best, like, entry level, and no, it wasn't Lazy Boy, God, no. If you Google, like, best kind of entry level and then budget and kind of medium end chairs, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, what were they called? They're like an American company anyway. Also, apparently Staples is like an American brand. They make some pretty decent cheap chairs if you need chairs, which is kind of like, we don't have that. Because, like, you can go the route of just buying a, you know, spending 150 quid on a chair from, like, Amazon or whatever. It was hot in my lard. Put in a lawn chair, best chair. Oh, yeah, 100%. Don't buy Snap-on. Snap-on? As in the company that makes tools, they also make chairs. That was, on the topic of Sofa Elite, I was looking at getting, like, so remember, my mother, when I was younger, I was probably, like, 17, my mother got me, like, a kind of a small reclining armchair. And it was fucking amazing. I don't know if it's good for your back necessarily, but my god, the comfort. Check Crandall offices, they're refurbished and sell new. The Lazy Boy. I have heard about the Lazy Boys. I have heard about them. Comfy, sleek, and super sexy. I mean, nobody has ever referred to me as any of them things. However, I appreciate that. Hello there, guys. Racing is cool. See, that's the other thing I noticed. Like, I feel like, I mean, we get heat like 2 fucking days a year. Tables is an office chair, so they definitely have... Yeah, that makes sense. They have store brand chairs. They're not really... Ah, okay, makes sense. But where was I going? We're going to... Oh yeah, we're walking to the lakes. I'm running the wrong fucking way. Am I running the wrong way? Like everything you can put in a workshop. See, I've seen, like, some stuff, like, I've seen, like, holy fucking shit. How many just came out of that? Hello? How are you? Look, I'm gonna steal your ship. Oh, we don't mind. Hello? Hello? Oh my god, I can't be dealing with the heat. To be honest with you, I cannot. I cannot. No, not yet. Not yet. There's always next week. Can I land in my outpost? Would it let me land at the outpost? Did you wait in the interior beams before you install this mod? I did not. I don't normally do that. Just because with mods like this, it shouldn't. No, nothing releases with Balwick. 104 degrees, humidity. Yeah, the humidity. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that, See, I don't think you would necessarily need to because it doesn't touch any water features tied specifically to, it doesn't, it's not canceled. Bob's trolling. It doesn't touch any water features around, like, like, you know, locations that are preset. Isn't there like a company? I feel like I've seen like... Oh, okay. Speak of the fucking devil. Yes, you did see that didn't render properly. My lake is... Is that actually square? Or is that chunk not rendered? Now I'm really curious. Will the ship build challenge? The ship build challenge, it doesn't really matter what, like... Because, like, that wouldn't... I won't be building the ships. Just, like, pictures. And obviously, I am still doing that, but there has been a bit of a postponement just because we didn't get, like... We didn't get a lot of people interested. Whereas the Rev 8... The Rev 8 I do not use because it's trash. No, it's not trash. I just always forget to. Is that actually still... We'll still be doing it. And more than likely, it'll probably be... I'm probably going to wait till I get maybe enough of, you know... Says best to wait to let a recent bio memory. See, generally, Bear, with this, whenever I test them, I go to locations that are brand new. Like, I'll go to, like, I won't go to the same landing point, if that makes sense. Right, so... Is that actually... I don't think that's actually like that on the map. Oh no, we haven't gotten there yet, lol. You're not allowed. I see some posted, and I did post. If it's just a visual challenge, let everyone use mods. That's actually quite true, Michael. Depending on the format, I think going forward, I'm just gonna let everyone know. No mod is there. She is there. We're having... Because I tend to boost pack everywhere, she'll catch up eventually. Oh, yeah, there's the Oh, that's... Well, that's a bit of a doozy. Right, so... Right. Look, guys, I can swim, kind of. So that's obviously more than likely what Bear was talking about, because I have been here before. So the game has not, like, rendered it properly. And do you have any mods? Like, if I... we can go to... We'll go to... Just to kind of prove... We'll go to Venus real quick and we'll come back. It'll fix... It should fix itself. You can't fast travel while jumping or falling. Bethesda, why? Does the new door mod have external hatches? I don't believe so. See, also what you're looking at there, so that's in Starfield and in most games, areas are built into chunks, like think Minecraft, not the food. And the game will load a chunk, like, it'll load so many chunks around you. Sometimes the chunks won't render, and that can be various issues. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's not a sign of any like, you know, crazy worry, because it can just happen, you know? Increasing stalls. Like, yeah, Venus usually fixes stuff like that. Well, the thing is, Tabs, is usually it shouldn't be like a problem because the waiting should fix it, hopefully. I think it will. And like generally speaking, if you're going to be downloading a mod that does something like this, you shouldn't be like if you're downloading a mod that overhauls the lodge, you shouldn't be spawning in at the lodge. You know, like it's my fault for kind of it bugging out because again, when I load my save my outpost. So like having a mod that messes with biome generation is probably going to run into some trouble. Wait, I have contraband on me. Was I able to jump the contraband thing? Do 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 do. Hey, brother, here's an endless road to be discovered. Hey, and grav blades. Have they not? I thought they fixed that. McDonald's is the real chunk. See, McDonald's is a mystery milk over here. I miss some milk whilst you're searching planet. What sort of milk we talking? I can milk Gary, but maybe see anything mess with biome generation. See, again, mods. It mightn't be mods at all. It could be definitely anyway. It could be anything. You know what I mean? I mean, the first question is why are you wearing stolen underwear? Second question is how the fuck did you get the stolen underwear? Third question is have you installed any probe tech mods? Hello there, Doc. Welcome. There's no fleets guarding the Sons of Systems. You would think that. See, that's one of the various elements of Starfield. I think they should have thought it better. Grav jumping, I don't know how grav jumping works, but I always reference back to Elite Dangerous, right? Where in Elite Dangerous, when you make a frame shift jump, you have to jump to stuns because stuns are the easiest way to, you know, like if you're trying to make a calculation, you're basically, you know, jumping. Stuns are easier because stuns are fucking huge. So like you should realistically, when you grav jump, it should pull you to the sun every time, and then you have to, you know, use thingy to kind of jump to somewhere else. Now, obviously, not everyone would like that. And also, there's nothing to saying that grav jumping works that way. Like, Doc, since you're the Star Trek person, how does it work in Star Trek with... What the fuck? Oh, shit. Whoops. How does it work in Star Trek with, like, quantum kind of jumping and stuff? Like, do you, like, have to jump to, like, a specific location? Can you jump anywhere? Can you jump from planet? Halo's like another example where, like, generally speaking, you only Forerunner tech allowed them to, like, jump really, really close, but you're not supposed to jump really close because that could be problematic. Anyone want to see my stalk? You jump wherever you want, but doing it close to be very bad. See, like, it's like I like when like in some sci-fis when they do like micro jumps in combat I always think that's such a cool idea. Yeah, Bobby, you can for $10 I'll send you a picture of me stalk. That was a joke, don't send me $10. Unless you want to. because it's quite cool. I'm trying to think what is an example. Like in Warhammer, they do that quite a lot. Like they'll kind of make jumps. Like again, it depends. Your navigator has to be really, really fucking good, because obviously in Warhammer you're jumping through literal hell. But they can make like quick jumps, which is kind of crazy. Like imagine like an enemy fleet like jumps in like way out ahead of you, and you're like, haha, and then next minute it disappears and it reappears right inside your like your fleet. We're gonna go to Jameson Outpost. Just subscribe to his OnlyFans. It's only a $5. Fuck off. Hey, don't be disrespecting Sarah. It took me the longest time ever to realize why she gave me flowers. Like I was like, you can't, because in Skyrim they give you like random stuff, I believe. And I was like, why is this lady only giving me fucking flowers? Like, what am I, a fucking botanist? Alright, so that didn't fix it. But in hindsight, that's probably my fault. You can actually see the chunk there. See the chunk? It hasn't loaded. It's like the whole chunk. Obviously, we don't get that issue if I jump to... I like the Spore Driver Discovery, but apparently, you know, it's not the vibe. Deciduous forest. Let's go to a deciduous. Do deciduous forests, is that usually the ones that are like... Because deciduous... Oh god, I almost forget this. Deciduous. You should have manually jumped each system in a route. Yeah, see, that's something I kind of would have liked to see, Bob, like having the option to, like, again, a toggle. Like in Elite Dangerous you do that, but also like it'd be cool if there was a way to kind of, you know, you could have like a setting for realistic grav jump travel or, you know, not realistic. Like imagine being able to like, right, it's like, okay, I want to jump to like fucking, you know, I want to jump to here, but I've got to make like 6 jumps. I can like, it's possible zone. I mean, it's also, I think it's more than likely because I'm an idiot and I loaded in the mod, but it could be possible. But like imagine it's like you can like auto, like what do you like autopilot it, so you watch your character or your ship jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in. The random kid pissed me off because one of the items they could give you a very rare chance of, no, this is not the biome I want. There's a very rare chance. Okay, we need to go to the other place then. There's a low chance of getting a green robe, right? And I was like, see, now this is how it should be. This is how it should be, by the way. Yeah, no, the biome generation, they must have updated. There's no fucking way mountains look like that. I kind of want to go there. Where's the other one? See, some people would definitely like that. That's where we need to go. We need to go to the coniferous. Oh, wait, where are we? Are we at a coniferous or are we at a deciduous? Which one are we at? So we're looking for deciduous. Because one of them is like, one of the biomes is like more different than others. Probably you have to keep opening. Probably there is, you have to keep opening the map tabs. Yeah, if you were able to manually do that, it would be very cool. I'm in a swamp. I found it. Look at this, Michael. Look at this. Well, I show you. I don't know if you were here. I took a picture, though, because I knew you'd want to see it. Look at this. Look what this mod does. Look. We can... Oh, no, not that. Look, Michael, we can have actual swamps with this mod. It's so fucking cool. I know it's just water, but I fucking love water. These are all some pictures I took of the areas. That's a majestic picture. Majestic as fuck. Alright, well, we're here somewhere. Okay, am I getting trolled? Was I not under the impression that it has... Is there not supposed to be like another... Is there not supposed to be like another... forest in, because I know there's like one forest in New Atlantis, right, where it's like where we are now, but then there's another one where like they're taller trees and takers could be sport drivers, the IRL nuclear powered rockets. Basically they found out It was really dangerous and decommissioned them. Oh. Oh, they're like the nuclear rockets as in exploding nukes behind you? I mean, I live in the middle of the island, though. You would like the FTL in Eric Flint's The Course Emperor. You have to jump into the star until the jump gate's set up, and you must war jump into the star defenders. Ooh, I like that. Okay, are we just jumping to the same fucking biome? Have I jumped to the same biome multiple times now? Am I losing the plot? That's fucking majestic. Is it, am I thinking of like the wrong area? Is it the hills maybe? Mountains. It'd be also really cool if we could see how many biomes a planet has. Deciduous. Mountains. Mountains. Ocean. Is it? I don't think it's going to be mountains, but it's there somewhere. The rocket was so heavy, it would destroy landing pads, had to be launched from underwater. Ooh, that's kind of fucking cool. Yeah, there been some terraform posts or something on Earth with last content. See, the only thing with that is that the Terran Armada people, despite them being called the Terran Armada, they had no ties to fucking Earth. Oh, Jesus, why is my game fucking... Why are we shitting the bed? Oh, hello? What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ, we're good? We're good? No, we're not. What just happened? Did Truth activate the ring? Does anybody know what I'm talking about, though? Like, am I thinking of the wrong area? I was under the impression there was two, like, types of forests. Like, one where it was basically like... There is two types of fucking forests. Because there's, like, one where I remember getting attacked by the Sparrowhawk creatures, or the Apex Sparrowhawks. Am I just not finding it, or am I jumping to the same location? Time to die. I'm not... Fuck off, Bob. I'm not schizo... there is two. I fucking know it. I just have to find the fucking thing. But yo, Bob, you gonna make any, like... Oh, this is it. I knew it. Okay, we're jumping to the wrong location. Bobby, you gotta, like, try and bring some mods over to console. You know, you gotta pump up those, like, volumes so that you can make magical paid mods. There's a tropical biome in New Atlantis. You're lying to me, Mark. That doesn't exist. Hello. How are you? All right, let's see if we can. I like the Ardennes forest. Oh yeah, no, this is the place. This is the place that has like really nice lakes. Yeah, no, there's tropical. You know, there's a new encyclopedia feature. I have plans that will be ship voice. Oh, that'd be sick. If you need any voice acting, you know, I can be known to be partial a bit of voice acting. To be honest with you, Michael, I'm so used to doing things the old fucking fashioned way. But you are correct. I need to figure out how the biome is. Servers map. Database. How do I see biomes, though? No, that's not what that is not what I wanted to do, game. Turn around, bright. Does it show me the biomes? There's like 1,780 fucking 4 planets and moons. That's fucking magical, Bethesda. Surprised it doesn't actually show you how many biomes there is. There's... Oh, we're not even looking at the right location first. What the fuck is... Extra CO2? Myself, we're supposed to get multiple... You could avoid... I mean, brother... I always like the kind of the voiced companions and stuff, like the AI. I know... See, AI is a weird one, because, like, obviously they don't allow... Well, they do kind of allow some sentient AI somewhat. But, like Vasco's cool. Imagine, like, if there was, like, a spot where your, like, robot could plug into the ship and control the ship. It would kind of make sense as to how ships are able to take off and land. Hello there, how goes it? Welcome. You join us at a prestigious time? I don't know if that's the right terminology. We're currently looking for a lake. This honestly reminds me of the redwood forest in Ark. Isla Coley is going to jump out of a tree and completely bully my me and my team. Hello. I got a shotgun. You want to fucking go? Yeah, exactly. Back the fuck away. See, creatures, like, it'd be kind of... Again, I don't know how difficult... I'm just, like, spitballing here, right? Because I suppose mod authors might be able to... But, you know the way, like, how in real life, creatures that are around humans tend to either be more cautious of humans or, you know, less cautious? Like, imagine if, like, say, for instance, creatures around settled areas where they come in contact with humans would be more, like, fearful. Or more fearless. Like, imagine if, like, herbivores would come up to you and be like, yo, can I have some food? Whereas, like, you know, like how, like, modern wolves, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like how modern wolves, like, stay away from humans because they know the humans are like, yo, relax yourself. Relax yourself. Relax. Their biome is cool. Wait, I don't think I've ever checked out that. I might need to check that out. Woods are way more dense. Oh, fair. The redwoods in Ark. Ark does a really good job with their biomes and stuff. Like, that's why one of the reasons I loved fucking Ark so much was just like how cool the areas are. I remember they added the center and I fucking loved it. Basically a giant ocean map. Hello? Hello? Oh, are you dead or are you sleeping? No, you're dead. Truck top made on. Like, I am surprised there hasn't been more stuff. Like, they could have easily did, like, a Fallout-themed kind of DLC. Like, based around, like, vaults opening on Earth. Like, is there any scientific reason why vaults underground wouldn't work? Oh, speaking of fucking Apex Powerhawk. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. I'll get an electrode earlier. Fucker wouldn't let me be. What's an electrode? Like, then you shocked him? Now I'm confused. There's a mod that adds settlements on Earth? No, man. Brotherhood of Space. Attention, people of the settled system. We are the Brotherhood of Steel. Hello, Ellis. Do not be... Ooh. I hear gunfire in the distance. What the fuck's going on there? Oh, we got the Terramorph. Oh, is that a fucking Achilles? No, that's a giant. Hey. What's going on here? In the water, you like hitting with Jesus Christ. Bad Terramorph. Die. I know you fuckers are sentient. I know you can talk, you just choose not to. What is this? Is this like a... What is this? Is this a Terramorph? Is this a... That's a very big bu... Do you mind? Was fun fact, Tenebro. I was actually watching a documentary. Bull sharks tend to be less aggressive when they're in like freshwater rivers, weirdly. There's like there's like a science did like an experiment where like a load of bull sharks that were going in like a river in Africa, and this river was like heavily fished, and because it was heavily fished, the bull sharks basically didn't feel the need to attack. They would just steal the fish off the fishermen's lines, which is kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of that big, you know, that big, the big shark that doesn't like, is just chill and is fucking huge because humans just feed it. Yeah, see, this is fucking really cool. This is really fucking cool. Hello there, Flippy. How are you doing? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that fucking magical? Just need a little rowboat mod so we can row your boat. Nice, Flippy. Flippy's talking about a cat, by the way. How cool is that? Go skinny dipping. Like this should have been a thing at launch. 100% should have been a thing. Look how big it is. It's so fucking cool. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, fucking sick. You get like rivers working. Like this here now, this should be like a cool location for an outpost. Okay, you got these. I wonder, will it remove these rocks? Ah, see, I wish there's an option to not remove the rocks. Yeah, that's a permanent rock. I mean, that could definitely work. Oh, there's like, this is a spot. Hello. Can we get close? Crowd. Here we have the herding reef walker scavenger. They like to nest close to the surface of the water, as they are a semi-aquatic creature. They have various orifices all over their body that they use to communicate with one another. They also have a duck bill and... Oh, hello! How are you? We're chill, we're from National Geographic. You know, David Attenborough, yeah, that guy, we're here. We're just getting some, you know, getting some footage. Alright, you need to be so fucking angry. But I got a fucking shotgun, okay? Alright. What are you guys, skittish? Defensive. You 5,000 points if you lob up. I don't have any grenades. I kind of want to like... He's like in a little water. Look, a little creature. I need like a nice little kind of... Hello there, X. There's no like major mods today. No mods at all, so we're... Sing to them. So we're basically just checking out a free mod that has water. Like he's got like... Does he have fingers? Mods have been delayed until tomorrow. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, why are you coming here ruining it by being... Oh, nah, goddammit. Now I'm gonna have to... No, my Fallout... Well, let's hope that tomorrow's mods are dog shit. But also good enough that I don't need to start scraping the barrel of what to review. Looks like Fallout thingy is going to be... Fallout one's going to put... Also, hello, Nova. Like, they've even got little orifices on their, like... What do you want to bet the male versions have, like, orifices on their willies? This is... Alright. Let's think of a name. What should we name this creature? Let's give it, like, a proper name, right? I was thinking the... Steven, but Steven doesn't like. We need like a good like kind of like the suck. No, Bob, relax yourself, Bob. What the fuck? Holy diver. 100% that someone in the Starfield universe probably did heinous things. You don't piss out your ears? So it looks to be a creature. Yes. So does it even have eyes? It doesn't have eyes. How does it see? Maybe like it uses echolocation. Can we go inside the hole? Ooh. Oh. Alright, let's continue our journey. Platysaurus Rex. Carry number 2. Right, doing a bit of backstrokes. Do not worry. Where the fuck is Gary? Getting the side strokes in. Like, it's crazy that they animated it. I mean, they're just taking the animation from Fallout. Oh, what the fuck? How did I get stuck? Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. You know what they say in those advertisements, guys? Float to survive. Or if you're fat, like, you know, some of us. Could be worse of what went on. Gary's visiting his family. More than likely. His family disowned him because he's a drug addict, though. Jesus Christ. Twice now I thought we came across, like, a new creature, but it's just Mona swimming. Oh. There's a hostel over there. Weird that, like, he's doing, like, the breaststroke as a swim. Yeah, that is good, X, to be honest with you. Like, it sucks that people lose their jobs, obviously, but... if your pants are airtight like military BDUs... so this is... yeah, it's basically a mod that, like, just adds, like, kind of better water generation. Like, for a lot of people, you know, you might be like, yeah, no, I want, like, premium stuff, but I always like the Grind Terra stuff. Like, look at that. How cool is that? You got, like, little lakes, little puddles. That's the world's smallest lake. I mean, she's investing more money in them, though, which is good. Which, I don't really know, I don't think money has been a problem with Bethesda. I think it was more so like a case of just, I don't know. You just gotta be a bit like me, and you can float and not a problem. Like, Bethesda did such a good job with, like, a lot of the textures and stuff, like the trees, and obviously you look up closer a bit, you know, but, like, they do, like, they look really good. That's a big tree. Fuck me, the mountains are fucking huge. You like the NVIDIA guy? Isn't the NVIDIA guy, or is the NVIDIA guy, or is it, no, NVIDIA is a guy. Is AMD a girl? They're so fucking mouthy for fucking prey creatures. Yeah, I did see the monetization stuff, which is kind of crazy. But apparently I've been told that was somebody who came from EA, and they're the reason that everything kind of went sideways. Or could be POIs are lower than set, so you could... ah, that makes sense. That does make sense. That's a fucking mountain, alright. So there may yet be hope for ASC Tayo. I'm not sure if there is going to be a DLC. There potentially may be, from what I've heard, but that obviously is older information, and who knows now. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have like kind of like, because a lot of the creatures like there's like several types. Like you've got like the Kara snails, which are like one type. They're like, I think they're just called roaches. There's like bipedal. There's like the crab creatures that are based loosely off of the crabs. There's the cave crickets. There's definitely truth to that, Bullock. Alright, what time is it? Alright, I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys. So I gotta get some stuff done, but I will be back. Alright, Michael, catch you later. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully the paid mods come out tomorrow. They'll be magical. Honestly, I mean, yeah. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.